Hi everyone. Hi everyone. Make sure you guys hit that like button as you come in. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys so much for coming. Honey, we're going to get into this. I do have an update for you guys on the Ariel Robinson, Victoria Rose Smith case. Hey King Chris World. Um, Jerry is trying to get a bond. He is really trying to get a bond. And we're going to get into it in just a minute. I know that, right now everyone's focus is on the Minnesota police officer that shot and killed Dante. And Dante Wright. And Dante Wright and Kim Potter has been arrested for his murder. She is being charged with second degree second degree manslaughter. So hey, I know like a lot of the family. Hey Christine, how are you? I know a lot of the family is outraged that, she's being charged with, just manslaughter, and they want to basically they want her to get murder or homicide. So this is not the case that I'm supposed to be talking about, but I want to tell you guys about that. Um, Check out some of my videos, previous video that I came out with on yesterday, and you'll get more information on that. I am giving you guys an update on today. I'm not going to be holding you guys long, but I do want to give you guys an update on Jerry Robinson and Ariel Robinson. As you guys know, they are responsible for the death of this little girl. Her name is Victoria Rose Smith. Um, it was came out that she supposedly been adopted by them, but she was not legally theirs yet. They were going through the process. Ariel was the lady that won Worst Cook in America, and she won like $50,000, and enough to adopt her and her little brothers, her two older brothers. Well, Victoria Rose Smith ended up dead, and if you go back, you'll hear the 911 call where the Jerry said that she was choking on water. And the previous one that video that I did that I gave you guys an update was that a friend of hers had came out and said that it was surprising that Ariel would do something like that. Well, she did, and the evidence was there. So I'm not gonna hold you guys long. Now I am going to show you guys this picture of, so you guys can remember their faces. I'm going to go ahead and share the screen so you guys can know who I am referring to. This is Jerry Robinson, Ariel Robinson, and the little girl. Her name is Victoria Rose Smith. This is what I know. This is the new update that I learned today. It says here the Simpsonville, South Carolina foster father accused of killing the 3-year-old Victoria Tory Rose Smith will appear in court. He will appear in court this week for a bond hearing. See, they've been moving in silence and ain't nobody been saying that. See, all this outrage that's going on right now with the Derek Chauvin case, and this is and the death of Dante Wright, this has came out. And so we still have to focus on these things as well. Now, before I go any further, do you guys believe he should receive a bond? And do you guys think that he should be charged with the same charges as Ariel, even though he did not kill. He did not beat Victoria Rose. He was maybe just negligent. Or do you feel like he should be given the same thing as Ariel? Um, I have mixed emotions about that. Um, but let me go further. So his bond hearing will be this week, guys, at the 13th Judicial Circuit Solicitor's Office. As you guys know, Jerry is the husband of the former Worst Cooks in America winner, Ariel Robison. He is scheduled to appear in court on Friday. So Friday, I will give you guys an update. On if his bond was denied or did they set a bond for him. It says here as well, Jerry is charged with homicide by child abuse, and it says here that they were scheduled to adopt Victoria Rose on January the 19th. This just came out. So January the 14th, she died. And they couldn't make it to the adoption date, January the 19th. So I'm just saying, God fixed it to where they were not able to adopt these children for money. Let me just say that. Because ain't no telling what Ariel would beat them kids with, child. So Jerry Robison attorneys, Lucas Craig Merchant, he has requested $50,000 surety bond for Jerry. It says the hearing will take place more than 2 months, as we know, after Ariel was denied bond. Ariel requested $40,000, and that was denied. In Ariel's court hearing, the assistant solicitor, Christy, I'm not even going to say her last name, revealed several bombshells in the case, including that it appeared that Jerry Robison turned on his wife. So Jerry turned on her after they were arrested in Victoria's murder. Jerry told authorities he had never hurt Tori, according to Christy. He said Ariel beat the 3-year-old with a belt, paddle, and other objects. So I'm like, okay, so let's continue on. He said as well that he was outside when the beating occurred on January the 14th. But when he came inside and saw Tori's body, he looked at his wife and said, "You've gone too far." Jerry Robson said that they bathed Tori in Epsom salt, and he went to the store to get medicine for the bruising around 1 o'clock before he returned and called 911. But during the 911 call, he said his daughter had drunk a lot of water and they was trying to do CPR on her. And first responders said Tori's body was covered in deep bruises and abrasions, according to the prosecution. And she was pronounced dead at the hospital on January the 14th. And she, by the medical examiner's autopsy, she died of blunt force trauma. And when the police questioned Ariel about the bruises all over her body, yes, that's true, King Chris. If you know something, you should say something. True. You should never turn a blind eye to a child being abused. Let me just say that. You should never turn a blind eye to that. And that's what Jerry did. And that's what makes him just as guilty, But I pray, they may. Now, I'm going to be real with y'all before I go any further. In my opinion, this is my opinion on Jerry may not get the sentence as Ariel. He may not get that. He may get um a lesser charge or lesser years. He might get life with possibility of parole, and she may just get life because this is an innocent child life that has been taken. And as you see, they are not being charged together because Ariel was the one that actually did the beating. Well, that's what he's saying. He's saying that he put it all on her. Like, he went out, he was outside, and she was beating her with. Now, you know what I'm saying? Yes, you can whoop your children with a belt, but a belt, paddle, and other objects, that means you have went too far. And then the baby had bruises and abrasions. That means that she went overboard in whooping her. Someone did, and the baby was covered in blue bruises. That's how you know something wasn't something like I know that girl didn't say nothing too much out the way for her to sit there and beat that girl like that. You know, Ariel may had anger issues. She was child. You never know though. She might be. You never know. You never. Let me just say this: you never know. You know, whatever the situation may be, and whatever comes out of it, it's gonna be. It's crazy. It's crazy. But anyway, it says here that when Ariel was asked about the bruises all over Tori's body, Ariel blamed it on her two biological brothers. Said that one of the biological brothers said he had anger issues, and the police found this to be false after speaking with the boy's principal. Um, they both were arrested on 5 days. So the day that they supposed to been adopting them was the day that they got arrested. Um, Judge Letitia Burton, the same judge from area Robinson here, will preside over Jerry's. It is scheduled for 9:30 a.m. Friday, but it is not yet known what time his hearing will begin. Um, so we're going to see what happens after this. But I do know that there is a petition that is out that's for representing Victoria Rose Smith's death, and um, what this petition is about is called the Victoria Law, where they should do more extensive background checks on. No popsicle, Jay. You have. Sorry, guys. Y'all know Jayla got to make her. She has to make her entrance. She has to be heard and known. So, um, you know how my baby is. Like I said, I'll be getting her a channel soon. She wants to go back to Mukbang. Y'all said put both of them in jail and throw away the key. Okay. Let's see here. Hey Nancy, how are you? So yes, this law is going to require them to do more and more extensive background checks on people that are adopting children and see that they are mentally and financially stable enough to take care of children. Erin made, like, think about it. She came from 2 boys to 5 children in a matter of time, and you think that mentally she was not stable enough in the mind to deal with that many children. And then Victoria Rose, hey, I am Colette. How are you, boo? Victoria Rose, she was the only girl And Ariel could have been jealous of the little girl because of the fact that if you look at some of the pictures, she really did take a liking and love Jerry, the Victoria Rose, and I think that she may have became jealous of that because Victoria Rose got a lot of attention from Jerry. She had the prettiest hair. She was a pretty smart little girl, and for her to take that baby life is just sad. It's just sad. So it says that there were many red flags with the Robinsons, starting with their money problems. Um, they said that their home has been in foreclosure since 2019, and they stopped making payments on the home in 2018. Um, According to court documents, the COVID-19 eviction ban allowed the Robinsons to stay in their home throughout 2020. And so the South Carolina Department of, the DHS office, I'm gonna say, they do offer a monthly adoption assistance stipend for family, meaning the Robbins would have been getting around 1,800 a month. So they would have got about 1,800 a month, enough to cover their house payment for Tori and her two brothers. So they was gonna get, I think, probably 1,800 a month per child. So that's a lot of money. So this is what y'all came up with to get your house out of foreclosure when you can just get up off your ass and work or pay your damn bills. Excuse my language. And it says here that one of Ariel's friends spoke out. Her name was Jill. We had talked about it before. She said that it was apparent that the DHS office wasn't paying close, or Child Protective Services wasn't paying close attention to the Robinsons, who were fostering Tori and her two brothers. She said, "I wonder how it would have played out with the foreclosure and the adoption hearing taking place. I wonder if DSS isn't doing thorough financial checks before allowing adoptions to happen. There are just so many questions regarding the system if people are being checked thoroughly before being able to foster and adopt." She was she received $25,000 for her appearance on and winning Worst Cook in America. They did say that she was a so and then when you look at Tori pictures, some of the pictures you could tell the baby had bruises and stuff like that. And then she called herself wanting to be a comedian and stuff like that. So, you know, and I do know this is what it says here at the end of this article. Jerry and Aria both face life in prison for the homicide by child abuse charge. So both of them are facing life. Life, life, life. I'm just going to say this, if you are looking into adopting children, make sure you in it for the right reason. Because when you're dealing with kids that may come from a different background from where you may be coming from, or they may be coming from a very, very aggressive environment or a very bad environment, they're going to have different kind of attitudes. They're going to be traumatized. They're going to have different things that they're dealing with. Hey, Angie. And don't be trying to adopt. This sounds like they probably schemed this together so they can get what they're trying to say is they schemed this together to get Victoria Rose and her two brothers. They schemed that together just to get the money to get out of foreclosure. And I may be wrong for thinking like that, but I think that's what I'm getting from this. That is what I am getting from that is, and I hope I may be wrong, but it is sad. It is sad. I'm just going to be honest. Like it's sad that they adopted her and her brother for a check. If you cannot mentally handle several children, leave the kids where they at. You know, and you if you have to work 2, 3 different jobs just to get back on your feet, then do that. The pandemic has been hard on all of us. The pandemic has been hard on all of us. Yes, groceries are higher. Yes, gas is higher. But you're looking for a quick buck, and you mentally, I feel like Ariel was not prepared for more children. She was not prepared for more children. She was trying to be a comedian. That's, you know what I'm saying. If she can get herself to be a comedian and get her name out there, oh, that's money. She had a YouTube channel. Oh, that's money. If you get monetized, that's money. Then she won worst cook of the month. I'm like, what did you do with your $25,000? Like, what did she do with her $25,000? I know some of that probably was taxed, but I just pray. Excuse me, y'all. I'm always sleeping. I'm so sorry. Um, I just hope and pray that she just sees that, because when you look at her bond, and when we looked at her bond period previously, she really thought she was getting out of jail. And then she put the abuse on the boys. And it was her the whole time. You cannot cover up abuse, not when it's visible. I'm talking about bruises and abrasions. You can't cover that up. And like I asked earlier, guys, and there's more people in the chat, do you guys feel that Jerry, I know, like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I know I need to just give myself a break to where I'm not going to work. Like, I need to take me a little vacation to rest. I haven't really just rested in a while. I'm always, even though y'all may not see me on YouTube, but sometimes if I'm not on YouTube, I have other things that I be going through that I can't talk about really. And it does, it takes a toll on me. And to be honest, like, like I told you guys, I am in therapy, and my therapist, she was telling me yesterday that I do need to take some time um to myself to rest. She said I really do need to rest and just get away for a while to, like, from around, let my kids, my mom, because I don't really trust nobody with my kids too much. But like my mom watched my kids for like a couple of days where I can just have some time to myself, like really, really, really. She said I really do need that rest. And she said to get my mental, I'm not gonna have a nervous breakdown then, but just to give me my mind and stuff some rest, because I'm always working, I'm always taking care of the kids, I'm always on the go, taking them to different places and stuff like that. So no, I really don't. Even though I don't be on here, I still be doing other stuff I have to do. So yeah, I hardly get rest. Let me just say that. So y'all, hopefully I'll be going on a little vacation somewhere soon. I know. And I'm going to get some rest. Like, like they be like, oh, on Saturdays, you're supposed to be a day of rest. But Saturday, if you know what I'm saying, you have to use that day. Like, I use that day to clean, to wash, and to, really just cleaning and washing. And if I want to go look around, I do that. Then on Sundays, just church and preparing myself for the live and preparing myself for the next day for work. So yeah, but I'm gonna try to do better at trying to get myself some rest, because honey, I'm telling you, Sometimes, sometimes I just be like, man, I just want to sleep all day. It's gonna be a day that I get to sleep all day and not have to worry about, just to get some rest. But I'm done for talking about me right now. But oh, but I do want to say, this is the update that I have for Victoria Rose Smith's case with Jerry and Ariel Robinson. Um, as I was asking you guys, do you ask previously, and I know Christine and Chris they already has answered, but the ones that are previously here now, do you guys think that Jerry deserves a bond, and do Jerry deserve the same um sentence, no, the same charges as Ariel? Do he need to be charged with death by um no, homicide by child abuse? Um because I don't, since he turned on Ariel, I just, in my opinion, he's not going to get the same. He may get stuck with the same charges, but he gonna get lesser time. What do you guys think? And what do you guys think about him saying that, that he just went and got some Epsom salt, but see, but when you're getting the Epsom salt, it's like you're covering up. You can't cover up bad behavior. You have to report that stuff. You can't cover that stuff up. And I think that's what he did. He covered it up because he knew his wife. He probably knew his wife had a mental problem. He knew that his wife could not handle 5 children. Let's just be real. Like, his wife could not handle 5 children. 5 children is a lot to deal with. Trust me. So, I was not going to hold you guys long, but if you guys want to come on here and say something, let me. There is the link. And do you think? And what do you guys think about? Yeah, Chris, I do need to do that, honey. If I could just find that time, I know I need to make it, but I guess I need to get up early in the morning, do what I need to do, and then just lay back down, and then maybe I'll be able to get some rest. Oh, but I know I'm gonna try to Memorial Day weekend. I'm gonna try to. I know I'm gonna try to get some rest Memorial weekend, because that's the next time I'm off. And for the 4th of July, I am definitely. I'm gonna try my best to take my kids somewhere on vacation. We deserve it, honey. We deserve, honey. We deserve just mommy and children. So just somewhere simple, so where we can go to enjoy ourselves, and them be, I'll just enjoy the, our little family. Um yeah, but if you want to go come on here, there is the link. Do do you guys think in this situation that the CPS did not really do Columbia, Georgia? Or text me, Chris, later. Text me. Um but the do you think in this case that CPS did not do a instant this is in every state? Should there be more of, okay, okay, Columbia, South Carolina, okay. Um I wonder, is there a long drive? I'd rather drive. Just to, so me and the kids can see. Um but as I was stating, do you guys think that nowadays, that with the adoptions agencies, or adopting children, that the CPS is just not really doing their part, and just because they have so much of a case overload, they're just being kind of lax on, you know, like relax a little bit on the restrictions. They're not really checking into it. They're just going by your word. And see, when you go by their word, situations like this happen. Situations like this happen. And somebody's life has been taken. Yeah, this is like it bothers me. It bothers me. It bothers me. It bothers me so much. And let's just keep Victoria Rose Smith mother in your prayers. As well, guys. I know I also guys want you guys to know there is I haven't. Yeah, I think so too, Chris. They don't care if they have all these cases and they just want to put these kids in place and move to the next, right? Because that's one less child they have to worry about. But you don't understand, the state is putting that child in your hand. And if you put them in the hands of a rapist or a abuser, then you are responsible for that child's death. This is the same way with a man or a woman saying their child being abused. Know for sure that there are visible signs of abuse, and DHS does nothing about it. So it's sad. It's truly sad. Um, but that is the world that we live in, y'all. That is the world we live in. Well, I don't either, but it's because you can't put yourself to the side. Like you're overwhelmed. Sometimes you just be overwhelmed, or sometimes it can be because like you can have postpartum depression and stuff. But I know that's not an excuse to abuse a child. But some people they like, oh, we used to, back in the day, we used to get beat with extension cords and paddles and belts and switches and stuff like that, and we came out okay. But at the end of the day, that's back in the day. That's back in the day, and I feel like when we get whipped with them, there was abuse. There was abuse. Nobody just called them out on the child. There was abuse. They just didn't call it out. They just didn't call it out. There was abuse when even though mama and daddy, um, or grandmama and them, they whooped us with extension cords and stuff like that. It still was it was abuse. And then now, I'm Chris. I'm just saying, honey. It's the truth. It was abuse, but they did it to keep us in line, and we all right. But you know what I'm saying, now DHS and all that ain't gonna allow that. So what you're gonna have to do? What you're gonna have to do is find different ways of punishment. Different ways of punishment for the children, honey. Different ways of punishment. They really don't want you to whoop the children no more with the belt. So um keep a good belt on hand. Keep a good belt in handy. I got me an Old Faithful belt. I got me an Old Faithful. I surely do. You're right. Right. They whipped us with love. That's what I tell. Cause I remember my dad used to tell me, like, with my mom, I got plenty of whippings, child. I'm gonna be honest. But um, but with my dad, he used to tell me all the time. He was like, Monica, like he whooped me twice in my life, and the second whooping was so funny. But anyway, my dad used to be like, Monica, because I was like his only child, and he hated to see me cry, and he whooped me because this girl lied like I tried to trip her off the school bus, but she had hit me side the head with her book bag. So you know what I'm saying? And then I was at the edge of the seat. And so when she hit me side the head with the book bag, see my leg had kind of went out and she ended up tripping over me. But that's not my fault though. And she was a little handicapped, but I didn't mean to. So anyway, um don't think I'm one of those people that do stuff like this. But it was just an accident. She told her grandmama on me, and the grandmama told my dad, and my dad came to my mom's house, and he whooped me that day. And he was like, Monica, this is going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt you. And so he whooped me. But the crazy part about it, like I did all that crying, and he only gave me I think 2 or 3 licks with a belt. And I was sitting there waiting for some more. And I'm like, like, whatever, Chris, I promise to God, that girl hit me side the head with that book bag. And I am not mean like that. I did not, that was an accident. I did not mean to trip that girl. That girl, she tripped over my foot. And that's just real. But yeah, my dad, he used to gave me two licks, 2 or 3 licks. And I just sat there and waited for more, but he was like, and then he just left, and he looked so sad after he whooped me. And I was like, man. And then my brother, he was in the back. He was like, man, my brother, he was in his room, and he was like, man, that ain't no whooping. Yeah, it was my mistake. I am not I try my best not to be mean and conniving like they be trying to do stuff to folk. But you know what I'm saying? That girl hit me side the head with her book bag. She always do it every day. And then you know what I'm saying? Then like this same girl, I promise to God, y'all, you know how back in the day, you know how we be trying to make like when we was like in junior high. I know I'm out of subject. You know how you try to make like you in a Cadillac and you make like you driving and stuff like. So one day, it was a big tall barrel garbage can that they used to have by the school, and she called herself trying to be fancy and act like she driving and stuff. And the girl done felt like when she acted like she did, she tripped and she fell inside the garbage can. I promise to God, the whole bus died laughing. But child, no, I have only person I ever fought was my sister. Like I have never been. I have like I just don't fight. I have never fought anybody but my sister. And oh yeah, I did body slam somebody in the 7th grade. The girl had came up to me and she tried to fight me, and so I body slammed her. I don't know how. It's like me. I'm the type of person. I don't remember if when I get angry, I black out and I don't know what I do. So that's why I don't fight. Because if I fight, I lose my control. And when you lose your control, it's like with me, if I lose my control, I see blood, I see death, I see want to kill you. Yes, I am a good girl. Yeah, I am a good girl. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Because I do not like losing control like that. Like when you lose control like that, I'm the type of person when I get to that 10 or beyond that 10, if you take me beyond my 10, now you're going to see you're going to see a real ugly side of me. And that's why, that's why I like to laugh and you know what I'm saying and stuff like that. But if you make me angry or you hurt if you see me angry to the point where my eyes like Where like when I get angry like that, I don't hear nothing. I just react. But if I'm crying and stuff like that, that means I'm okay. I'm just my feelings hurt. But if you don't see me crying and I'm charging you, get ready. Get ready, get ready, get ready. It's like this Kevin Hart say, it's about to go down. Cause honey, I'm gonna be shaking some tables, honey. Shaking some furnitures and stuff like that too. Cause, I'm not the type of person that put my hands on nobody. So when you see me get out of character, get ready. Yes, Angie, honey, I blacks out. Like, I don't remember. Like, when I had body slammed that girl, they were like, Monica, you body slammed that girl. I'm like, I don't even remember. And she used to be my best friend, and she fighting me over some hearsay. She said, I don't even know why we were fighting. And I body slammed that girl. They said, Peaches, my nickname is Peaches. So they was like, Peaches, you so strong. I like, man. And then one time, I had blacked out. It's maybe been 3-4 times that I have blacked out in my life. I'm not gonna tell y'all my fourth incident, but my second incident was with the same girl, and for some reason, she was harassing me about my boyfriend. He was my first boyfriend, and she wanted him, and she kept harassing me. So I had to do what I had to do. And so I blacked out, and I think I body slammed her again or something I did to her. And then the third time was with my cousin's wife. She had did something to me. She pushed me or something. And the next thing you know, man, I had choked that woman, tried to kill her. I don't know. Like I said, well, you know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing wrong with being a protector. Me, I don't like to fight. I'm the kind of person, man, like I'll walk away. And you know what I'm saying? I'll let you have it. Cause it ain't that deep for me. Um, like it ain't that deep for me. But one thing about it though, now as I am older and these years, like I'm 4 years from 40. Like I'm 36 years old and I'm 4 years from 40. Like I'm just to the point now, like um you cross me one time, you won't get a chance to cross me again. And that means, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is whatever it is, Um, I'm just to the point, you know what I'm saying, when you show me your hand that first time, you won't get this, you won't get that part of me ever again. Now I'm a forgiving person. Um, I love everybody, but once you cross me and once you have done something to hurt my feelings now, you won't get that part of Monica no more. Okay? They're just real. You won't get that part of Monica no more. I wish you well, but you won't get that part of Monica no more. And same here, Angie. Don't touch me. So yeah. I know you guys like just learning something new about me, but that's who I am. I'm not the type of person that easily get our character. Yes, and Aries, yes, us Aries, we have a very fiery temper, but we also we are very loyal, we are kind, and we love hard. And when you cross me, trust me, you're going to get a real ugly side of me. And especially if I know I have not done anything to you, but I'm now something is just not even worth addressing or getting out of character for. So you just pray. But I just one thing about it though, if I'm learning now, if you cross me one time, you won't get that chance to cross me again. I learned that lesson. Because, honey, I used to just give people second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth chances to mess over me. No, no, not anymore. Like once you show me your hand, that's it. Um, I can forgive some things, but some things ain't worth forgiving. Sometimes you just have to let it be where it gonna be. You know. I don't know how I got off subject, but guys, um, just don't get to and I'm just gonna say, don't get to a place of that you lose your control. Like you go out of your mental state where you lose your control, where you're not aware of what you are doing. Because that means you're in a bad state of mind. And that means you're capable of doing anything. And me, I don't like to be in that kind of state of mind. Like I like to stay in control of myself and I like to be like aware of what I'm doing. And I hate to get out of character. I hate to be angry, and I hate for my people for to cuss somebody out. I do. Sometimes I just don't. Sometimes I just cry it out and just say, you know what, they ain't got to worry about me no more. You know, and sometimes I give people too many chances to mess over me. You know, it's life. Y'all, life ain't easy, but we do it the best we can. You know what I'm saying? But um yeah, guys, so um that's all I have for the night. um y'all, I am going to I want to do a late night edition where I'm gonna see my members only. I don't know, should I do a late night edition, because I do want to talk about this case that I was aware of. This case is it's about this, like I was telling you guys, this case, I think Monday or Sunday or Monday, I was telling you guys about this case about this lady that starved her stepdaughter, and her husband tried to bond her up, and she's no longer on death row, but she was going death row. And there was and I wanted and I'm gonna do a thumbnail, and the question is, does she deserve to die? Do she deserve to be lethally injected? That's the question. Hey, Toy, how are you? Yeah, Chris, like, we're going to talk about it. We're going to listen to some parts of the case. Now, I don't know if I want to do a late night edition because y'all know y'all know I'm halfway sleeping now. So, uh, uh, hey, Toy, thank you. I hope you're feeling better. But yeah, we're gonna listen to the trial. I'm gonna get everything. I want you guys' opinion because we're gonna listen to it and we're gonna listen to the trial and we're gonna, oh my God, like, it's horrible. And then, like, to know that the man said that he could not bury his daughter, so you decide to go burn your daughter and you throw some charcoal on her. So not only did you let the woman kill her, now your ass trying to cook her. Oh my God. I said, this lighter fluid is for cooking. Like, and then the woman, like, she has no remorse, stone face. Like, she just said, I'm gonna take whatever I can take. I don't care. And then they have other additional children too. And that's the sad part about it. Your own flesh, you try to burn up your own flesh and blood. All right, Angie, you have a good night too, honey. I'm about to get on out of here too, honey. I gotta get up at 5:30. Ooh, I gotta get up at 5:30, honey. Let me tell y'all, some of us working people be tired, child. Us working people be tired. But tomorrow, guys, I don't know if I'm gonna be live tomorrow. You gonna do a late night? Okay, well, I'm gonna start at 10. I'm gonna start at 10 and I'm gonna stop at about 12. well, by 10:30, 11:30. I'm gonna do an hour and a half live. I'm gonna try to listen to this case so we can do our commentary and we give our opinions on what really happened. Oh my God, because like for the daddy to say that he like the kids was in, do you know how traumatic it could be for some kids to sit in a car while in you have your daughter in a big ass trash can. Excuse me, my cousin. You have your daughter in a big old trash can, and then you take out the trash can and the kids in the trash can. I mean, take in the car, probably watching you burn your sister. Oh my God. Do you know? Then, ain't no way those kids could mentally be okay right now, ever. Ain't no way. Because mentally, I can't even fathom burning my own child, my little mini me. Ain't no way. That will hurt me. Ain't nothing. I let a man know. Ain't nothing above my kids. Nothing. Now, God, number one, you ain't my husband, so hey, my kids are number two. You know, ain't nothing above that. If I have to be single for the rest of my life, well, not the rest of my life, but till they get grown, then that's fine. But they are defenseless. And I'm not going to starve my kids or neglect my kids for you. Now, you want to help provide for them, that's one thing. But to starve them and it just be about me and you or you, hell no, you can go. My kids going to love me regardless. You can go. And child, please. Well, y'all, I'm finna get out of here. I just talk all night. Okay, Chris. Um, but we're gonna listen to this trial, guys. I hope no one gets offended because we just need to be aware. We need to be aware of vicious people. Very vicious, honey. People. Um so y'all have a good night. If you have not hit the like button, please hit the like button. And if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you want to be a part of the News and Views group, all you have to do is press that join button. And if you are an Apple user, you'll have to go in the description box, and it'll be in the description box the link to join the channel. My News and Views group, they do have a lot of perks. We're trying to get this calendar up. Hopefully I can get, if y'all don't get the calendar this year, y'all gonna get the calendar next year for sure. Just got to get 12 people in, and then once I get my 12 people, then we can do a calendar. And with that calendar, all my members will be featured a month on the calendar. And I do tell them what I am going to talk about on the every night when I come on. If sometimes I tell them and I may not go live, but they know that's going to be the topic. So, it's other perks, but I know I haven't done it yet because, hey, life. But anyway, guys, y'all have a good night. Thank each and every one of you guys for coming. Have a good night.